So all the people here talk about generational wealth. Generational wealth, it's a big buzz phrase, generational wealth. Very few people actually know how to execute on that. They know they want it, they don't know how to execute on it. So I always say life insurance is the cheapest way to start generational wealth. From the moment you sign up for it, you secure that estate being there. And then when you die, this money automatically forms your estate, goes to your beneficiaries, goes to them without income taxes on it. What does this dynasty trust comes into play? I'll give you an example of something. My goal is setting up for my siblings. So we have Martin and Chelsea Matthews Family Trust. But as I mentioned, my father had 10 children. One of them passed away. So now there's 9 of us. I always had the vision that we would all work together to create generational wealth for the next generation. I've already done that for me and Chelsea's family. Me and Chelsea and our son William, right? That's our immediate family. Until Chelsea gets another bun in the oven. I need twins. The goal is we would create something called a dynasty trust. We'll buy life insurance on all of us that's alive right now and our children. As we pass away or get critically or chronically sick, money will flow from the life insurance policy to the trust. Remember, it says it's created to pass wealth from generation to generation without incurring transfer taxes, because the government wants to tax you every time you're transferring wealth from one generation to the next. So you got to set it up in a way that you don't get taxed on it. A lot of trusts have an expiration date. A dynasty trust is meant to last what's called a trust in perpetuity. Perpetuity means doesn't end, lasts forever. So I want a trust that lasts forever. And the way we'll keep funding the trust is we'll keep buying life insurance of all of our kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. As each generation passes away, it replenishes money into the trust. So much so that I project by the time my siblings, our generation pass away, we should have a family trust on track for $100 million. I say that to you because, number one, I came here to America at 16 years old. I didn't have anything. Everything that I have here, I've built here. So this is not out of the range for anybody to do. I'm just leveraging because the fact that I got a large family that I can work with them to set up a dynasty trust that we can use to do this. I also have life insurance on my mother. My mother's gonna die. I'm gonna die. Chelsea's gonna die. We're all gonna freaking die. At some point, statistically, my mother's gonna pass away 30 years before I do. So if I can get an inheritance through that life insurance policy and then utilize it, that gives me 30 more years to use that money to build wealth. Most people don't think this way.
And to carry out her legacy.
To carry out her legacy. There's lots of things we're gonna do to carry out her legacy. My mom gives money to the church. She gives 10% of her income to the church. So one of the things we'll do is when this money comes in, I will actually take that and put it into a trust and continue and then use the interest that the money in that trust earns to continue to donate to the church in her name. So we'll give her, maybe we'll do it once a year or something like that. We'll do a distribution from that trust that's in my mother's name. That way my mother's name still carries on even when she's not here. So same thing for me. When I pass away, money will go to Chelsea, or if something happens to us, we'll go into a trust and we will utilize that. So we're talking about a dynasty trust that can go for generation to generation. As each generation passes away, money flows back into the trust. We buy more life insurance for the next generation, money flows back into the trust, and boom, boom, boom. We continue that process for generations with life insurance, funding the trust. We use the trust to buy businesses, use the trust to send to have capital for our grandkids to start businesses. All of these different things. Very, very important in what we're trying to do.